Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This time I'm back with more Lego. This is set 77242, 10 plus set from the Speed Champions line. Of course, you see there is based on the Formula One set. I believe this is the SF24, as it says there, from Ferrari. This is based on the Formula One car from the 24 season. Unfortunately, no Ferrari driver that's licensed, so it's just a standard minifig. But here on the back, we see the cool packaging of the car, you know, the actual Lego model, and some of the little details that come into it. $26.99, not too bad, I guess. These little Speed Champions have increasingly gone up in price, so this is the only one I have so far. This is one of 10. Depending on how it goes with this one, I may choose to get perhaps the Red Bull and then one more. But I figure, let me go ahead and get started. So certainly looking forward to building this and getting it added to the collection here. So this being one of these smaller Lego Speed Champion sets, of course, not many bags. So you get 6 bags in total there. To build, you get your booklet, your little base for the car, and of course stickers. Looks like 1 through 30 I see number there, but some of these are doubled, so I'm assuming it's a little more. So certainly stickers, if you're not into them, may not be a set for you, but thankfully a very quick build here, hopefully. So here we are finished with the Ferrari SF24 Formula car. Pretty nice little build. I would start to say probably one of the things that I didn't like is the amount of stickers. Again, I know if this was all printed pieces, the price on this thing would probably skyrocket, but it is a lot of little stickers that you do have to place, you know, pretty straight on. So I had a bit of a hard time doing that. They do include a couple of printed pieces. So if you look right here, those are printed pieces. The whole section back here, this little Santander logo there, that's all printed. So they do give you some printed, you know, over here on the rims, the wheels here, the tires rather, are all printed. This nice little piece here in the front along with the Ferrari logo is all printed as well. So again, they do give you some printed pieces, but the majority of this is all stickers, especially right here on the front. All these little pieces are all stickers, and same thing here on the wheel arches. All these little HP stickers, the shell, the Ray-Ban logo, all these little things are all stickers that you do have to place here. Same thing here on the spoiler on the back. So here's a bit of a overview of what this car kind of looks like. Looks pretty cool. It is much larger than the other older Formula One cars. I'll show those in a second that I do have in my collection. But overall, pretty cool. I guess if I had to nitpick, the driver does sit a little higher than expected. Technically, the driver should be sitting below that little halo. And then speaking of the halo, you can flip this up, and there you see the little driver. This is not licensed, at least the driver anyway, right? So it's just your generic guy, Lego guy with a red Ferrari suit. And you guys can see there, it's nicely done. You only got printing here on the chest, on the upper part, so you do get the little Ferrari logo with the one expression. This is what it looks like on the back, and of course you do get your helmet with the printed Ferrari logo there, and then you can fit that in. The minifig also comes with a hairpiece, so if you want to display the minifig with a hairpiece, you could do that. I myself personally like displaying these guys in the car with the helmet on. So again, pretty cool. The car itself, as I said, I'm overall pretty happy with it. You know, it is a little a bit of a pain with all the stickers, but you know, I do like what they went for here with building this one. Here's what the bottom sort of looks like. Here's what the side. Again, they, you know, as I mentioned, they give us some printed pieces, and of course they are listening because they gave us on this set wider wheels in the back, wider tires rather, in comparison to the front. So that's really cool, because the previous ones all had same size tires, which is incorrect, but that's what that looks like there. Here's a look at the back with the light and I guess a little exhaust there, and then the sides does look really cool. So I would say overall I am happy with it. I probably will not be getting all the other ones. If I do go for another one, it may be the Red Bull Formula car to add to this one so that I have 2 of them. But for now, I think I'm just happy with this one. Other than the stickers, which is a bit of a nitpick on my part, there are certain pieces here that, at least if you try and grab the formula car by these sections here, it's a little flimsy, or at least it feels a little flimsy, like it's going to come off. So just something to be aware of. But overall, I think the red matches really well the plastic with the rest of the stickers. Maybe because they're so tiny, you can't really see a lot of the difference in color between the stickers and the plastic. So I think they've done a well enough job here with the SF24. And then to give you some perspective, this is what the new one looks like next to the other. These two are part of the Speed Champions line. This is a Mercedes, and this is the older McLaren set there. So pretty similar. Like I said, the Ferrari one is just a tad larger, but you guys can see them there all together. Looking pretty cool. Maybe here to give you a better idea of the length. As I said, the Ferrari is slightly larger lengthwise, and it looks like at least a bit wider, but that's what they will look like if you're trying to pair these up together, right? Like I'm doing. I think they will look decent enough right there, as you can see them. And I'll give you a bit of I guess a bird's eye view here, so you can see what these look like from above. But I think they fit in pretty well. There's one more comparison next to other Speed Champions Ferraris there. Maybe you want to pair up your Speed Champions Formula 1 SF24 here with the F40, and I believe this is the F8 Tributo here, if I'm pronouncing that right. But of course the Formula 1 car is definitely longer, but I think the red matches up pretty well, so I think that's really cool. If you want it, like I said, to have a little Ferrari display of these Speed Champions, I think they do look really nice together in all the matching red. And just one last comparison here to the Speed Champions. This is the Division Gran Turismo. I forget the exact name, but it's a Lamborghini. And this was the older Speed Champions. This was like an electric Formula car, which again, I forget the exact name, but it's a Jaguar. It's part of the Jaguar 2-pack set. But you guys could see them there. Again, they look pretty cool. And this is a concept car. This is an electric Formula car. So again, just want to compare them there, so you guys could see what they look like next to each other. But again, overall pretty cool. I think they do fit the overall Speed Champions theme aesthetic pretty well here with the Ferrari SF24. All right, guys, so that's going to do it for me. Let me know your thoughts. Are you getting this set, or do you have maybe all of them? And like I said, I'm very happy with this one. I may opt to get the Red Bull, but I think for the price, it's a nice little set, and I think they've done a good enough job to differentiate this from the older Formula cars. So again, pretty cool set. A really nice addition, I think, to the collection here. But overall, let me know your thoughts. If you made it to the end of the video, again, thank you so much for your time. I will catch you in the next one. Take care.